I'm trying, but she's like making me
Stop
shy.
looking at her and look at the fucking light.
I have been.
Keep
She's
going.
Giggling over there.
Keep going. Look at the light right now.
Keep
I'm not
going.
gonna. No, you keep going.
It's not there now.
If I see you one more time, I'm gonna fucking.
Just don't look at me. If you see me look up, don't look at me. I get shy. I won't be able to sneeze.
Are you fucking performing for people?
No, I don't know. It's like stage fright for sneezing.
Are we live?
Folks,
All right, Phil, you gonna bring us in?
Folks, got a lot of good information put out there, but nothing is more important than this.
So
We're talking about medical kits and why you need one. And you could be stronger, you could be faster, you could be even more special than the man and woman to your left and right, but nobody's bulletproof. Tony?
Yeah, buddy.
You got more things in this room than I could ever hope to afford in my entire life. We're going to lead off with you.
You just got to remember, nobody outranks general safety.
No, sir.
Nobody.
Let's see it, Tony. What do you got today?
Well,
by the way, folks, this is formerly known Tactical Tony. An all-around savage on the range. A father, a husband, and an all-around great guy. I'm also joined with the CEO, the host, the guy who proprietaries everything.
There we go.
Oh. And then there's me, the one, the only, the resident. Can I say the R word on here?
retard.
Retard, the resident retard of the group.
Sure.
It's me. We're talking medical today, guys.
Wait, where's Chris at?
Is out being a family man on vacation.
He doesn't believe in medical gear, so he didn't want to show up for this one.
Yeah, I can't wait for him to see that. Clip that. Clip that. We're coming for your head. We're hitting all the topics you want to talk about while you're not here. Fuck you. 1-800 eat a dick, or whatever he says. Fuck. So Tony, you got some interesting stuff over there.
I got a ton of shit.
You and Jay got a bunch of stuff, but you
I brought majority of my stuff because I have mine are all unlike Justin's, even though Justin has probably close to I would say close to the amount of gear I have. Mine are all specific for not just me. His are a lot. He has some stuff like he has. I know he has a. I'm pretty sure you have like an active shooter type setup, right? For your
my plate carrier.
No, your plate carrier. That's right. I remember talking about that. So you have something that you have quite a bit of stuff as well, but so we'll start off with the massive bag. We'll go from largest to smallest setup for me. So the first bag, made by a company called Dark Angel Medical. I actually found these guys. They had an all-in-one kit, and a reason why I have this massive bag is it's actually designed specifically for
Active shooter.
No, not active shooter.
Well, everything's an active shooter.
Well, everything, yeah. If I have this,
shooter.
If I spill my coffee in Starbucks on Karen, it's an active shooter. The cops are coming. Let's be honest. I'm going to need it back.
You don't buy coffee. Let's be real.
I drink so much coffee.
You don't go to Starbucks to buy coffee.
I will pull up my Chase and show you that I've been there 13 times.
I really thought. I didn't think you were a Starbucks kind of guy.
Bill says as you were.
Yeah, I didn't think you were a Starbucks kind of guy. I gave you a lot more credit.
Thank you.
So
Clearly it was.
Anyways, so this bag is basically it's the range medical bag. Anything that goes wrong at the range, anyone gets hurt, this will cover anything, just about anything that happens there.
Somebody has an ND.
Yeah, ND into themselves, into someone else. Hopefully never me.
Wait, it's Ohio. Always has been.
So we'll start from the very front on this bag. Massive amount of gear right here. So 4 tourniquets. I got two the Gen 7s, I believe they are.
Let's get
Yeah, 2 Gen 7 caps.
Let's get it.
And a couple of.
Let's get it.
That's Christmas, holiday themed.
A couple of the soft tees.
Yeah, holiday themed.
So a couple soft tees. Oh yeah,
A couple soft tees like Phil. Cool.
Merry Christmas.
and then some quick clots, some trauma vacuum sealed quick clot setups. A couple of the which ones are these? These sterile compression stuff. I think these are actually the Israeli bandages. So basically all bleed controlled for like arms and legs. That's basically what this front pocket's for. Easily access, easy to get to, all staged, ready to go.
That's your go-to pocket.
That's the go-to pocket for, especially for the range, right? That's the main stuff right here. In the center is gonna be stuff for. I have gloves. I have gauze. I have a couple of the Sam splints.
Have you ever used this bag?
Not yet. I hope I don't. I hope
Like in a training course or anything?
taking
Like
to a class.
Like you've gone
I haven't
to a
taken
class.
this. No, this is a brand. I've had this bag for maybe 2 months now.
Oh wow.
So yeah, this is a newer. This is a bag I've been wanting to buy for a while, but it's
Expensive.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
This bag was just under like $900. So it's a pretty expensive bag, but it has everything I need.
Do they sell just the bag by itself?
I don't think so.
You could just get.
What's this? What's on this side? This little. What's that?
Bam.
Oh, we didn't even see that.
Yeah. What's that?
It's a Halo Vet.
Interesting.
So I actually have never used one of
Is
these.
that a?
So I think this is very similar to like a
Is that
chest
bungee
seal.
or
I think it's very similar to a chest seal.
is that post bungee or 343 Halo?
Jesus, you're so funny.
Man, fuck you.
So the one thing about this bag is it comes with 2 of everything at least, minimum of 2 of everything. So there's 2 of these.
Minimum 2.
Minimum of 2. Which is
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
So I'm pretty sure it's like a chest seal type. It's another version of it. So I think one bag comes with both front and rear in this one setup. That's what it looks like at least. So
Ann Arbor, Michigan. Can't go wrong.
can't go wrong, baby. USA.
Cool.
So just a bunch of more random stuff in here. On the sides, on the side pockets are like the
Boo-boo.
less. They're all the boo boo kits. So
Boo-boo kit, first
less
aid.
non-emergency, non-life threatening stuff on the left and right side. So right side's a bunch of band-aids and ibuprofen, all that kind of stuff. On the left side here we have Afterbite, and I have like eye wash. Some. We have sunscreen. I have burn gel, hand sanitizer, all sorts of random stuff. Things that you'll need, maybe need for whatever.
Burn gel, I feel like it's kind of slept on in range. I can't.
I think it is.
Can't tell how many times I've
I've-
accidentally burnt myself on a barrel or something like that.
You
You are burnt.
You want me to tell you how many
You're
times I
being
burned?
burnt.
I'm
You're
myself
burnt.
on a barrel. Many.
I just did it.
I've hit myself with 249 with a PKM.
Burnt.
Yeah.
Gloves.
I just make bad decisions when it comes to those fucking things. So yeah, that's a great bag. I like having that. Has everything I need for anything that happens at the actual.
After taxes, we're talking 900.
Oh, easy $900 after taxes. So it's pretty pricey, but it's worth it. It has literally everything in there, everything I need. And after talking to a couple of friends who were like they teach medical stuff, one thing they told me is like, even when all this stuff expires, hold onto it in like a separate side container, because there are things, even if it's expired, it's still usable to an extent.
Sure.
It shouldn't be your main stuff, but it has some use
You
to
could do
it. So
training
yeah, you
with
could
it,
still
too.
you can do training with it. There's a use for it. I have a ton of cheap like Amazon tourniquets that I have for training, like training tourniquets. Like that's all they're for. It's just to take on and off, get used to training. That we're not using the real ones, the actual ones. I don't want to like fuck those, but I have like shitty training tourniquets that I use for those as well.
How many do you have?
Like 8 or 9.
Jesus.
Yeah, I
That's
got a
a
bunch
lot.
of those. So we have a bunch of those. Should probably actually come out and do like a day.
Yeah.
Kind of fun.
I'm down.
Do something like that. So move on to the smaller piece. This is we call the get home bag. So this is basically just a medical gear from I think it's from Live the Creed. So they do a bunch of medical stuff. Very similar things that were in the other bag, just a lot less. You all right, dude?
I'm fine.
You're having a fucking problem.
I have to sneeze and it keeps stopping.
Just sneeze.
I can't.
Take
She
the mic.
keeps fucking laughing at me, and it's fucking me up.
Okay, so
dude.
I was told something really weird. We're gonna get off topic. I was told
My head feels like it's gonna
there's a
explode.
legitimate amount of people. If you like look up at light, it will help you.
I'm trying, but she's like making me
Stop
shy.
looking at her and look at the fucking light.
I have been.
Keep
She's
going.
giggling over there.
Keep going. Look at the light right now.
Keep
I'm not
going.
gonna. No, you keep going.
It's not there now.
If I see you one more time, I'm gonna fucking.
Just don't look at me. If you see me look up, don't look at me. I get shy. I won't be able to sneeze.
Are you fucking performing for people?
No, I don't know. It's like stage fright for sneezing. I'm serious. It's a thing. Look it up. I feel like I'm under pressure to deliver this fucking massive sneeze, and I can't do
Anything
it.
in here for allergies?
I probably should find
You got
something.
an MPA in here? We can use an MPA if you can't breathe.
Oh, we got one for sure. We got one of those for sure, dude. I definitely have one of those in the big bag.
2 of them.
Fuck.
2 for sure. Yeah.
Each
One for each fucking nostril.
So you're supposed to just only do one, like your left one.
We're doing both.
Yeah, just do both.
You have 2 nostrils.
Barely.
Son of a bitch.
I'm down. Fuck it.
Anyway, so this is basically the same exact thing, just more condensed and more focused around, hey, like stuff that would happen, like getting from basically wherever you're at to, you know, the quote unquote home or somewhere where you need to be, right? So it has bandages and burn gel and all that stuff. It also has the emergency stuff in here as well. I can mount it. It has a MOLLE on the back, so I can mount it to a headrest or mount it to anything that I have in the car that allows me to mount it to. Has Velcro, and then also the little malice clips on the side I can mount it. And on the side, easily set up, already staged as well, is another tourniquet. So that's the whole setup. I have that one, and then what I carry with me, so very similar to like what you would carry or what you carry in your belts, your IFAKs. This is basically my version of an IFAK because I carry mainly inside the waistband, so I don't have a belt to carry it on. And it's easy to take on and off. Is this ankle setup, and we've mentioned it before in the couple episodes ago that I had one and it was falling apart. It was stuff was like falling out of them when we were running around, and that's why you weren't a fan of these things. But what I like about this one, also from Dark Angel, is it has these little keepers on it, which really helps to keep everything together. Not have any problems things falling off.
It's version 2.
Yeah, well, this is another company. This is another company altogether. So I've been testing different ones out, and I'm actually in the talks with another company. They're actually creating their own version. I'm going to be doing some TNA with that very soon as well. Little slimmer, just a different setup. It's going to be pretty cool. The way I'm excited to test that one out. But for right now, this is my main. It's actually, even though it looks somewhat bulky, it actually fits very well underneath.
Yeah, it doesn't.
A pair of jeans.
It doesn't take up a lot of space.
No, it actually fits in a pair of jeans real well. So depending on what I'm doing, if I I can even carry this like out in the street, put this unbear, no one would know. But usually when I'm at the range, I'll just throw it over the pants because I don't really care. At the range, it's easily accessible. But I mean, like I said, I am a pretty big fan of having medical with you, knowing how to use it. That includes taking the classes. So for anyone watching, if you guys are looking to get medical gear or doing stuff, I highly recommend. Obviously, some of the companies that I recommend are Live the Creed. Dark Angel, I like their stuff a lot. I have a buddy who does a crisis response group. They sell really good stuff. I like their stuff as well. And but more importantly, once you get it all, get the training you need behind it. Stop the bleed, type stuff like that. Bare minimum. But that's a big thing I'm a big proponent of. But kind of going on to Jay, since you're not, so I know you have a lot more than that, but you just brought this for today. Kind of, I guess it's a replica of everything else you have.
Yeah, I just keep this one on my plate carrier. I think we went over it before in the plate carrier episode, but just a RDR gear, flap, hanger, goes on the belt, goes on your plate carrier, whatever you need. Got a tourniquet, carry 2 tourniquets on my duty belt, and then on my military belt as well. In here, I just got a chest seal, 2 chest seals, 2 combat gauze, some gloves, tape, dressing, burn, combat gauze. I mean,
yeah.
Nothing really too crazy, just kind of the essentials, like, in your first aid, your first one here, just to get you through it, get you to the hospital, get you to the next medical provider, the best guy down the line. But I don't have too much medical training, just TCCC, fucking...
That's more than a lot of people, though. TCCC is pretty important.
TCCC, Combat Lifesavers, probably some stupid Air Force CBT. Nothing too crazy, nothing really hardcore.
Do you know what I really appreciate about you, Jay? Is no matter what kind of training you've had, no matter what you've done, you downplay all of it.
He downplays his entire existence,
all of it. He's like, yeah, it's no big deal. TCCC.
I feel like TCCC is just like a regular.
It's really not though.
But
I mean, that's a pretty high level training. Like, I mean, it's not a low. If you try to go do that as a civilian, it's a minimum of a 2-day course. It's a minimum of a 2-day course. And it's like I've seen them for like $1,400.
What?
Yeah,
$1,400.
Because it's a you get an actual certificate. Like the civilian version is TECC, and you get certifications out of it, like actual like NAR certifications that are recognized. So it's like a legitimate thing. Like most people who were like really getting into it, like. Basically, they'll go to like a TCCC or TECC type setup if they're and that's usually like the peak of most trainings that I've seen outside of like people trying to do EMT stuff.
Jeez.
But like it's a pretty high level.
Did you take TCCC course in the Air Force?
No, they get some weird thing. It's like in our phase one for security forces, there's like your normal stuff. They didn't do the tactical combat stuff or anything like that for us. It was like basically just the bare minimum. Like, this is a tourniquet. This is how it works. These are the applications in which you're inappropriate to use one. This was also during the time when cell regeneration wasn't as big as it is now. So they were like kind of like turning away from tourniquets a little bit. At least stateside, right. They were like,
I get what you're saying.
In a CONUS duty station.
Yeah.
Like, well, yeah, just fucking don't use it. They're gonna lose that limb. The kind of the doctrine back then. Obviously, that's not the case now.
No, it's
so
people
I can't
learn that's not the thing.
I can't say in all honesty that I've taken I've never seen a piece of paper that said TCCC on it. But I've taken like courses that Air Force puts on. I know you get like your simple shit and basic, and then your unit has its own like things we have to do. Tourniquets are basically banned when I was there, because the first thing everyone did in our squadron was like, you get on phase one, you put your tourniquet and your strap on your plate carrier and everything, and they're like, no.
I heard about that being a thing, but I've never talked to anyone who actually went through it. Was like, oh yeah, that was like basically banned from our banned from like what we did.
We had like people that were like swore, like guys that were like medical or what do you call them, sports trainers, like kinesiology stuff, and they're part-time.
Yeah,
they're for like a football team or something with their kids, and they'd be like, never ever use a tourniquet like stateside. There's no point. You're gonna lose a limb, and that's like
bitch, you could lose a life.
Well, it's not the case. One of my good buddies I went to high school with, who was a Navy corpsman. I'm not going to say his name out loud because he probably wouldn't like that I talked about it. But like when Route 91 happened, he was a corpsman. He's deployed. He's seen combat. When that happened, he was grabbing fucking anything, rope, shit like that. I may be misquoting the number, but I think got to like 5 or 6 people before he got himself out of Route 91. And he was just putting anything on as tight as he could until he stopped seeing it. And then he moved on. Those people have their limbs still. So I don't know.
Of course, it's. Yeah,
I can't imagine a tourniquet, which is literally designed to stop bleeding in an appendage. I
think you can lose a limb, but you have to be wearing it for like 8 hours.
If you get shot in like your femur, you're in a grenade. Like, yeah, I could see you losing a limb because of the wound, but I don't know. I think with cell regeneration,
I just think it was a myth that turned into that's what I think. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not a medical medical professional, but from my knowledge of it, like, are you no longer getting a pulse on your arteries and stuff if you put a tourniquet up? No, you're not. You're not supposed to be, right?
Yeah.
I have personal.
Yeah, exactly.
I have personal experience with a rat tourniquet, using one on myself on my left arm in my car accident.
Oh yeah.
You know all about rat tourniquets. You used to run one on your rifle back when we met. And those are like a big no-no now. It's my understanding. But I still have my arm.
They're talked a lot. They're given a lot of hate, but I think that the hate for them has been, this is my own opinion, I think the hate for them is been improper use, because the way they're designed is they're supposed to they're thin, but they're so long, they're supposed to be wrapped on 3 different spots, so it makes it a wide spot.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not just a really thin spot. And I think it was misusage.
100%. When you're in that situation, whether it be training or real life, and someone's going to use it, they're just going to instinctively I got to wrap this thing as tight as I can. Yeah. So they're not really like, let me get 3 bands, make sure it's all evenly. There's like,
I can't tell you how I did mine. I have zero recollection of that.
But at the same time,
it probably helped.
Your arm's fine. It's working.
It probably helped.
It's working.
No, I'm sure it helped. Yeah.
But I just don't. I feel like tourniquets are like the end all. Like, they are definitely the end all be all. Like, if you see bleeding, just.
Yeah, I think they're here to stay for a while.
Just do it.
For a long time.
Worst case scenario, you put another one under it, readjust, make it a little less tight, and fucking take the original one off. Like,
I don't know. I think tourniquets are a huge thing, especially, I mean, this kit is not designed like if I'm in a gunfight or.
Right. Yeah.
This kit is literally designed like I'm driving down the road and I see a massive car accident and some dude's walking around and like his arm's just like spurting blood. I'm like, oh shit. Like, and then I'll go help dude out with like with what I have in here. Like, that's what this kit is designed for. But it's because and that's one of the things I talk about a lot with and come to medical is people who carry guns, like, cool. Like I carry a gun just about everywhere. We talked about this last episode. I carry a gun just about everywhere I go. But I'm more likely to see, I think most of us, we're more likely to see someone else be injured that we have to help, they would render aid for, rather than us drawing a firearm and like
harming them.
And harming someone, right? Yeah. And it's one of those things. So it's like, this isn't like the medical poison. There's so much more just outside of like the whole gun world. Like
100%.
You said something, I think it was a quote from like Mike or somebody up north, but you'd said it to me a long time ago. Like you got to train to put holes in people, and then you got to train to like fill those holes after the fact. Like, just like you're not killing people necessarily. Outright. Like you could.
No, you're like the design. Just because you shoot someone, like it's more when I talk about it, it's more from a legality aspect, especially being a civilian. Like if I'm gonna get into a gunfight and shoot someone, and like put someone down. Like if I can potentially or at least attempt to save their life,
it shows good cause. Like,
well, yeah, like I'm gonna go to court. Yeah, like it's gonna happen. I'm gonna go to court. They're gonna want to know what the hell happened, what's going on. So whether it's criminal or civil, I can easily go, well, I tried to render aid. I did save his life, or I at least did whatever I could.
It showed an attempt that was not your goal.
To try and like my goal was not to kill this guy. My goal was to stop whatever he was doing to hurt myself. And then once I stopped him, I made sure that he still was able to live.
Yeah, on paper. I'm sure that's probably the last thing you're thinking about.
It really is the last thing I'm thinking about. Yeah. It's like, I'm not like, if you try to kill me, like
and fuck you.
Yeah, but but from once again, from if you want to look at it from the most black and white aspect of it, in a civil suit and a criminal suit, it's just all it does is make you look.
Sure. And like for you, Jay, like with you got that in the back of the car at work. That's for you, or if you're hurt, somebody uses that on you. It's an
This one's in my plate carrier, so
you're never
I have to throw that on. But on my duty belt, I'll have like a little Blue Force gear. We've already gone over that, but that's really it. That's just for me. And
you're never gonna go to somebody who's hurt.
No, but that's not what that's for. That's for him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But for instance, so like 2-3 weeks ago, we had a buddy at work. Some security guard was slashed with a machete. Jeez. And he showed me the body cam footage. It's actually really cool. So he's like, oh shit, like the security guy's just bleeding everywhere, bleeding out. This guy's probably dead within minutes. And he hit like some crazy artery. We found out after the fact. So in the video, he assesses, he's like, oh shit, this guy needs a tourniquet. Like he's going to die. And he's like, I mean, the fire department where we work is really slow. They're like 10 to 15 minutes as soon as they're notified. So he recognized that it had something he needed to help this guy because this is like an innocent person.
Yeah.
So instead of use his tourniquet, he went back to, his medical bag that he had in the car, and he grabbed like another tourniquet instead of just ripping the one off of his, because who knows if the guy's going to come back and start slashing him anyways.
Right.
So he ended up putting that tourniquet on him. He saved the guy's life.
It's just phenomenal.
It's crazy.
It's great. It
doesn't make the news. Doesn't make, praise or anything like. Doesn't get like a captain's combination. No love at all. Not even talked about, but the guy like saved a life like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And that's
crazy.
And he had training on that too.
Yeah, basic training.
I just saw an LAPD video, similar thing. Dude with a gun running away from them, foot pursuit. He ODs in the middle of the foot pursuit, falls over, and the fucking officers start doing. I'll show you the video. It's on the Faces of LAPD. He starts rendering CPR, laying him on his side, saves the guy's life. They put an Narcan, guy's alive. But when he fell down, he dropped the gun. They didn't even know he had one. But they all train on that, like how to help somebody who's ODing. Like,
it's great.
But it's like
training's immaculate.
It's just a real thing. Like, it's like cool. It's like I forgot I was talking to someone. And they're like, yeah, I got all this medical gears. I'm like, cool. Do you know where any of that goes? Well, yeah, the tourniquet goes on your arm. Okay, like where? Like, does it like if I have a bleed down here, like where are you going to put it? Like, okay. And if and let's say I got hit in one of the joints, like what are you going to do there? You can't put a tourniquet on a joint. Well, I mean, you'll probably try and like put pressure on it. Okay, cool. What are you gonna put pressure with?
You got
it's all right. You're gonna like
take the shirt off.
Yeah, cool. You're gonna pack it. So cool. Do you know how to pack properly? Like, do you know how to pack? Well, no, I've never really done packing. Okay, but it's shit like that, right? Like it sounds stupid. It sounds really stupid to talk about, but people don't know these little things, and it's super important. Like I said, taking a basic stop the bleed course. It's an 8-hour course. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing like you really need to super, super heavy or intense, but it's a course that it's probably even shorter than that, honestly.
And I was going to say, it must be shorter because all the medical devices, they have the training shit with like the faux skin, the faux muscles, and but like it's like literally a hands-on application simulation.
Dude, fucking CRW, fucking Ryan was doing seminars.
He had a whole
hour seminar on it.
He had a whole dummy out there that could bleed from different places.
Yeah, and they were doing wound packing and just chest seals and but it's like understanding how those pieces work. Like that's so important.
Yeah.
So,
but that's another thing. Like I honestly can't say that I don't think I've ever taken a TCCC course, but I know this. I know that I would rather carry something I know I can use, even if I'm wrong. Like for instance, I have vented chest seals.
Yeah, let's go over what you got.
So I have this is the Feral Concepts. Excuse my Velcro. This is the Feral Concepts Roll 1. I have this one on my belt. You can put it on like your back of your plate carrier, stuff like that. This is a simple tourniquet, but like for instance, I don't know the science. I know I have a grasp of chest seals and usage, but I don't know the science. I don't have specific training on that. And you could kill somebody if you use a chest seal wrong. So I did my research and talked to my buddies, and they said vented chest seal is the way to go for a guy like you, because you could see a hole in someone, put this on, and it's either going to help them or it's not. It's not going to worsen the condition of the individual after putting it on. Because it's my understanding, and you can stop me if I'm wrong, is if you put a non-vented chest seal on somebody on a non-through and through chest wound, it'll create a vacuum. They'll suffocate.
Correct.
It'll kill them. A vented chest seal allows it to breathe, lets liquid pass through freely from the inside, but then continue when it's done passing and they take a breath in, that seal will close and they can get a non-vacuum.
proper breath.
Yeah, it used to be a thing where you burp it is what I was saying. They would tell you, is like if it wasn't vented, you would just burp the fucking seal.
Yeah.
To get air in there. But
I wouldn't know how to do that.
Yeah.
Especially I can't imagine with tunnel vision and anxiety and adrenaline going, and like you're worried about this person's safety, that you'd be thinking, at least me, I wouldn't be thinking super on my toes, at least not well enough to know what the fuck I'm doing. So I have that. There I have like other little NAR stuff in here, like just like your rolled gauze. There's the kit that I bought came with like a 28 French MPA, and I couldn't get the hemostatic agent because I'm not law enforcement or active duty military. But and then there's just this guy. I don't even know what this one is. I think this is the dressing, just the ETD stuff. But it's like super simple.
Yeah.
And I mean, it'll get me through.
You don't need well, that's the thing. When it comes to like blowout stuff or like major bleed outs, you don't need a lot. There's literally 3 items you need. You need a chest seal, you need gauze pack for packing, and you need some kind of tourniquet.
Yeah.
Like that's really it. Those 3 pieces when it comes to major bleeds, that'll take care of everything you need.
And the other thing too, I think people sleep on, is something to write with. A Sharpie or pen. Yeah. Because you got to mark your tourniquets.
Mark your
or anything you put on, you mark your time.
Mark your stuff.
So guys who know what they're doing, when they get to them, they can assess and be like, okay, this is wrong.
Yeah.
How long has this been on? Oh, okay, 5 minutes. All right, he'll be all right. We can leave that. So yeah, mine's simple. I definitely, now that we're talking about it on the fly, I definitely probably should need to take a class here and that. It's probably gonna be add that to the roster of shit I have to do now.
We can do some stuff. I got, like I said, I have some I have some buddy stuff. Shout out to once again the Triple Feed guys. They're between the 3 of them. They have, and then the guys they do training with. They actually do it's an, as of right now at least last I heard, it's still a non-certified, but it is a TECC T-Triple-C type course.
That's right. Jerry rolls with what's his face? He's a PJ.
Who?
One
Brian?
of the dudes. One of the guys is a PJ when I took my course.
Oh, that's I think you're talking about Jason.
Yeah, he looked like,
or either Jason or David, one of those 2. Anyways,
he had a PJ there.
One of those guys. Yeah, they have a PJ that's on the team that is like certified. He does the majority of the medical training itself, and then between all 3 of them, they have a extensive knowledge and background of medical stuff. Because one of the guys does a lot of like high profile EP work. Jerry, he was former law enforcement, military, does EP for high profile clients as well, and then B-Dub, he's still in the military doing his thing. Yeah. So
nice.
That's cool. It's a lot of good knowledge floating around on this stuff, and it's an ever evolving thing.
Yeah, there's always something, and it's good to be able to just have that knowledge.
I think every year there's something new.
Something new.
Like you're talking about the little tournikets you were talking about. Yeah. That you're showing off.
Oh yeah, those ETQs. Yeah, I want to get some of those. I'm trying to get them in hand. Like every time they drop, they sell out. They're supposed to have another drop this Friday, so I will make attempt for another drop this Friday. Sure. And if I can get them, hopefully you guys will be able to have your.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll put that in my pocket at work.
It's a really really cool tourniquet. So I got to actually, I was up at the range. Actually, when we were up there this past weekend, when Jerry was up there, he had them with him, and we were actually checking them out. And they're legit.
The bee's knees.
Big fan of them.
I love that.
Yeah, big fan of them. So hopefully we can just get a pair, get some on hand soon.
Yeah, give it a try.
Yeah, and I may buy a couple just to use as a training aid as well, so we can actually mess with them and see how well they work.
Good to go, dude. Yeah. So there's a lot of solid knowledge. Everyone seems like they got a pretty good grasp on their own gear and stuff.
It's not too bad.
I think that's really.
What do you think, dude?
Me too, man. Me fucking too.
Awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, well, guys.
Hey,
thanks for coming by. Merry Christmas.
Phil, Justin, Merry Christmas,
guys. Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you guys.
Happy holidays for Scared
those
woke folks.
Yeah, for those who are any of our Jewish followers, happy Hanukkah. I know that's going to be coming up real soon too. I think
You got to hit them all now. You got to hit every religion.
Kwanzaa too. Then
Damn.
I don't know when Kwanzaa starts. I think Hanukkah starts on the.
Me and you are going to get fucking ripped
No, I think
on the comments for that.
I think it's on the 21st.
Oh, well,
No idea.
Maybe it's earlier.
happy holidays.
It goes through. I know it goes
Yeah.
through Christmas.
Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.
Merry
To my
Chrysler.
red-blooded Americans. Folks, thanks for joining. Stand by. Again, a lot of good information floating around about this medical stuff. You need it. This is an absolute necessity.
You want to play us out again?
I'm not going to play us out because
Why?
I just feel like nothing's going to do the intro justice. I feel like a play out is a cop out.
Yeah. Well, just I guess get us on the next episode. Like, comment, subscribe. Keep watching us. We appreciate the comments.
We got a
They're
Patreon
hilarious.
as well, guys. Don't forget about that. If you like what we're doing, you want to help support us, we really appreciate
Yeah.
it. We do have a Patreon.
Keep the lights on.
I meant sorry to step on you here.
Yeah, good.
The Patreon, we all have jobs. We all have lives. These guys have specifically put their hard-earned money and time into this project that we're doing here at Standby. The
I am
Patreon's
broke.
going to be, the Patreon really for you is if you have something, a good recommendation I would give is you want to put $1 in the account, be like, hey, I would like to see this. You want to put $1,000 and go buy this. You need to do this now and donate it. That will work too. And we will fucking put it up here. And we'll let them know who got us that equipment. So
Yeah, no, we're definitely here for you guys.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you guys have something you guys want us to talk about, want us to review, just information,
we'll be your little guinea pigs.
Yeah, we'd love to talk about it. Love doing between. I think all four of us here, we have a lot of good knowledge, a lot of good experience. So, feel free to let us know. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
See you guys next time.
All right.